Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at all of the brand new Pyramid of Power cards coming out today, talking about which cards are worth potentially using and which ones you should probably stay away from. Now, all you got to do to get these cards, well, we'll see exactly what the agendas and things look like today, but you got to get all these Sapphire cards and then use the Sapphires to complete agendas for the Rubies, use the Rubies to complete agendas for the Amethysts, and use the Amethysts to complete agendas for Diamond Dwayne Wade. It is not a completely free grind, at least I don't think it is, because it sounds like you're going to have to buy the Sapphires, but it is pretty close to a free grind, and that I think is pretty fire. Not a super expensive grind, and D-Wade has the potential to, I think, be one of the best couple point cards in the game. So before we hop into the video and take a look at each of these cards, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 14,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, and I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. But without further ado, let's hop right into it, and let's take a look, starting off with Clint Capela, a 6'10 center with a 7'3 wingspan. He has 58 speed and 25 shot three. He's not very good. He's a true inside. That's what he is. He's an inside. He's got good interior defense, good shot blocking, a little bit low lateral quickness, 85 standing dunk, a little bit slow, 80 vertical, 80 strength. I mean, he's mediocre. He's an inside who doesn't have incredible speed. He's just not that good of a card. But that is a-okay. I guess Tom Chambers is 6'10 with a 7'1 wingspan, can play small forward, but 68 speed. I definitely would rather play him at power forward. He can hit a 3, and he's a good dunker. Not going to do much defensively at all, but he is very athletic and can hit an open 3. Has okay-ish speed, Randolph base. I mean, he's usable enough at the power forward position. For a Sapphire, he's not actually that bad of a card. Obviously, not hyper athletic. Not particularly good defender at all, but he is a very athletic, good dunker, and then shoots the 3 okay-ish as well. So I think he could be all right for a Sapphire anyway. 6'7", Morris Peterson shooting guard, 7-foot wingspan, 75 speed and excel, 85 shot 3. Nothing too special. He's not elite slasher. He's not a great defender. He's a good shooter, but that's about it. 75 speed is nothing too insane. Luke Kennard base, I'm sure, is very good. It's good every year. So that is pretty nice. And overall, I mean, I think he's going to be pretty good. Like, shooting badges are okay. If his release is really nice, which it looks like it is, because Kennard base generally is, he's going to be a knockdown shooter and okay-ish defensively, decent speed. He's not the worst card in the world. 6'6", 6'6 wingspan for Joe Harris, who is 69 speed, 45 driving. I mean, he is literally just a shooter. Now, the question does become with Joe Harris, how's the release? If his release is phenomenal, then he becomes kind of like Duncan Robinson, maybe budget Kyle Korver, that type of stuff. Nobody's really Kyle Korver when it comes to these shooters, but are these cards going to be 20,000 MT, 21,000 MT? We'll see. They might be. I don't know what the prices are going to look like when they get in game here in a little bit. If you have to buy the Sapphires, which I think you have to, but he doesn't. His basic leaner, his movement looks okay, but when you have 69 speed, does it really matter? I don't think it matters much. 6'2 with a 6'6 wingspan for Tony Parker, who's 90 speed, 78.3, can't dunk, can't really defend, not a great shooter. He's kind of fast, and he's got good playmaking badges on gold across the board, but outside of that, really doesn't do much at all. Tony Parker's base has actually been pretty bad the last couple of years. Devin Booker's dribble style is one of the best in the game. Gives you a really nice push cross out of that. That's nice to have. The rest of his SIGs, honestly, do not know how good those are looking, so not totally sure on that. But, I mean, Tony Parker looks not good, I'll be honest, but none of the Sapphires look particularly great. I mean, I would say the best all-around statistical one of them is Mo Pete or Tom Chambers, and those guys aren't incredible either. Overall, just not very good Sapphires, but we kind of already expected that. 5'9" with a 6'1" wingspan for Isaiah Thomas. He is a 93 speed point guard, 88 shot 3. We got a 5'9" point guard yesterday in Nate Robinson, who could dunk the ball. This Isaiah cannot dunk the ball, and I would say he is probably as bad or worse than that Nate Robinson card. Does have gold limitless range, bunch of gold playmaking badges, bronze speed booster. Should have given him gold on that. That would have been really, really nice for some playmaking stuff. This is a card who, with the Lilla dribble style, I mean, could be kind of fun to use. Isaiah's release is probably halfway decent. He might be a decent little 3-hunting point guard on the offensive end of the court. Is he an actually good card? No. But I don't think that's a huge, huge deal. Could be a decently fun card, a fun option at my team. JaVale is going to come in here at as another Ruby, a 7-footer with a 7'6 wingspan, 65 speed and excel, 82 vertical, 45 shot 3. I mean, JaVale's release at least if it's like it has been the previous few years, is not that bad, although last year wasn't that great. So I don't know, but 84 interior, 90 shot blocking, really athletic, decent speed. He's actually not a bad inside, does not have anchor, unfortunately, but the defensive stats are not bad at all. He is a true 7-footer. He's got pretty good speed. Can't really shoot the 3, unfortunately. I wish he could shoot the 3 a little bit better, but I do think he actually looks pretty okay as an inside center. Zack Randolph is 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan, 50 speed and excel, 74 shot 3, 80 standing dunk, 80 interior. If he had like a 70 speed, he'd be okay. Unfortunately, he's not a particularly good defender, even with the 80 interior. He's kind of slow, and his 3 ball isn't that high. I mean, you can hit the 3 with him. I'm not that worried about actually being able to hit open with him. I'm more worried about him being able to guard and compete on the defensive end, being 50 speed, 42 lateral quickness, 58 steal, 37 blocks, stuff like that. Like, that's just not going to really cut it, in my opinion. None of these cards are looking like quote-unquote budget beasts so far, but to be fair, we're not really grinding these cards for the rubies and the sapphires. It's for the amethysts, and then obviously especially for the diamonds. Now, Kevin Love, 54 speed and excel, is slightly faster than I thought he was going to be. That is not awful. He's going to be a very solid shooter probably. 86 shot 3, 75 driving dunk, 74 interior. The rest of his defense is just not very good, though. He does have off rebound chaser and break starter. Gold brick wall, pogo stick, workhorse, box out beast, gold catch and shoot, claymore, green machine, guard up, bronze drop stepper, silver bailout. Got a couple of decent badges here and there. Don't know what K Love's release looks like this year. I haven't used his release at all this year, but if it's anything like it's in the last few years, it's very good. If it's not, well, then we'll have to see. He is only 6'8" at power forward. I feel like he's 6'9" or 6'10" in real life. I would say 6'9", but 6'8" is what they have him listed at here. That's a little bit more undersized than I'd like, especially with only 54 speed. Thought he'd be a little bigger than that, I'll be honest. I thought he'd be listed at 6'9" at least, but yeah, a stretch 4, but I don't think he's good enough defensively to play the 5 at all, especially being as small as he is. Yeah, K-Love, man. 6'8" shooting guard, Dominique Wilkins, 6'10" wingspan. They have Dominique and Kevin Love both listed at 6'8". Are we sure? Whatever. 6'8" with a 6'10" wingspan for Dominique. He's 87 speed and excel, can hit an open 3, super athletic, and a pretty good dunker, has a pretty good defender, has a good block rating as well. Hot fast twitch and posterizer, a couple other finishing badges, silver handles for days, and hyperdrive as well as killer combos. Gold pogo stick, gold mini magician. Does potentially need some other badges if he can get them. He doesn't have the top tier shooting or defensive badges, no speed booster, but he's super athletic. He's going to have an okay release. He's going to move okay, and he's going to be very, very fast, dunk the ball very, very well. Pretty good defender. He's a very, very good free card. We already have a lot of shooting guards, but Dominique Wilkins is another really, really good option at the shooting guard position in my team, who is very affordable and very, very good all the way around. And then finally, Dwayne Wade. 6'4", 6'10" wingspan at point guard. Number 1, he's one of the biggest point guards in the game right now, especially with that wingspan. He's got Hoff Acrobat, Fast Twitch, Break Starter, and Hyperdrive, as well as Challenger, gold handles for days, gold blow by, gold speed booster, gold unpluckable. Does not get every badge upgradable like Chris Bosh did, but that's not that big of a deal in my opinion. He does have Hoff Challenger, gold clamps, glove, pick dodger, pogo stick, workhorse on the defensive end of the court. No anchor or interceptor. Those are really the only 2 defensive badges that I would really like on him that he doesn't have, but I don't think he needs them. No limitless range, no blinders. Like, that's okay. He has gold age at 3, and he's got a good fade, which is nice. No posterizer either, but he does have an 80 driving dunk, which is high enough to throw it down consistently, and that's fine. You're not really going to get contact dunks with posterizer this year anyway. MJ dribble style, Wade size up. The rest of his movement is okay too. I mean, he moves pretty well, which is nice. D-Wade release is a little bit on the slower end. Pro 2 fade, though, is really, really good. This Wade card is not a 300 the way that Wade was a 300 a few years ago in my team. He's just not that way anymore. But he's the best defensive point guard in the game right now and one of the best all-around point guards in my team. It's a card that I will be using 100%, probably coming off my bench next to Devin Booker, but he is an absolute lead option. And in my opinion, probably the new second best point guard in the game. Being able to get this card as affordably as you can is pretty sick. Would be really cool to see him get a duo with Chris Bosh as well. Will that happen? I don't know. They got a duo last year, but it'd be really cool to see them get a duo as well, because both those cards are grindable, and both those cards are really good options, and that would be a pretty cool duo to see. But with that being said, that is going to do it for this video. Let me know what y'all think of this drop and all the cards in it and everything if you're going for D-Wade, which I'm assuming the majority of y'all probably will be. And I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.